Hello everybody and welcome to Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. Tonight we're going to have episode 107 of The Coin Vault has opened. Hope everyone is having a good night. Looks like we are ready to go here. For those of you who have not watched an episode, these are from my coin roll hunting days. I put a bunch of these coins in tubes 10 to 20 years ago when I was going through 5,000 count bags of wheat cents. Some of them are better looking coins, some of them have errors, some of them are cleaned or damaged. I was just trying to go through as many coins as I possibly could back when I was doing this, and anytime I thought I found a good coin, I put it away. But like I said, some of them are cleaned and damaged. I didn't take the time to fully check them out, and I didn't have all the knowledge that I do now. So I'm still learning, but we're able to go through these now that I have the time. And we can take a look and talk about some of the different coins. So here I have the first coin in the roll is a 1952S. But how's everybody doing? Welcome to the channel, everybody. And so generally the way that I do this is I look at the front and back of the coin. If I see anything interesting, I'll zoom in. And then I also try to check a couple different areas of the coins, as some places are more common for finding errors than others. I like to check the mint marks to see if there are any RPMs. And I like to do a quick scan of the dates and just see if there's anything interesting going on there. And the eyes on Lincoln are also a good place sometimes to find double dies, especially with these coins in the 40s and 50s. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit closer so that I'm able to see more up close. I'm going to move a little closer. Boom. Alright, so I don't see anything on the first one. Was a pretty nice looking 1952S though. So it has been an interesting day for sure. Got some stuff listed on eBay, got to win some nice coins on eBay, got to learn some new things about eBay and YouTube. Was getting kind of frustrated. I thought YouTube was broken today, but it kept not being able to publish my videos the way I normally do, so I was having a little bit of trouble posting things to social media. But I was able to, finally get to 5,000 coin videos here on YouTube, which in the end presented an interesting problem. Pretty much all my problems with YouTube began when I hit 5,000, and just before going live here I was able to confirm the problem is YouTube has a maximum of 5,000 videos per playlist. So that basically every time I was trying to save and publish a new video, I was crashing out my YouTube. So tomorrow I now have a little bit of extra work. I will be reorganizing my master playlist, which will be interesting. So I'm going to spend some time trying to figure out how to do it. But I figure I can separate all the Lincoln cents and all the memorial cents and just set things up and refine things a little bit differently. It'll probably result in more playlists, and eventually I will come to the same problem when I, make 5,000 videos of wheat cents or memorial cents. I feel like most creators probably don't have the same problems as I do. But oftentimes when I do something and like doing it, I do it again and again and again. And so I think that I encounter some barriers, on eBay and YouTube by doing a lot of something that I love. So it'll be interesting. I liked having a master playlist where people could check out all my videos in one place. And people, will still be able to watch all my videos, of course, but, maybe this is just gonna, make my videos a little bit more organized. And so that'll be interesting. It'll be a change. It'll be a little bit more work because every time I make and upload a video, I try to, put them in a specific category and playlist so that people can find and look at specific coins that they like to see. I have the master playlist just so that people could see it, but I also do separate, things by grade, and by different denomination. So things will be changing a little bit, and I will try to inform you guys of the changes. One thing I liked about having all the playlists in one place was when I was doing scavenger hunts, I could tell the people like, okay, the video is, the phrase you will find in my master playlist, but having the master playlist not be able to hold all my videos, will make it, I feel like, I don't know, it might kind of affect things. People will still be able to search by playlist, but things are going to change a little bit. So just kind of interesting. eBay was a completely dead day today. I had the craziest, hey Logan's Coins, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Are you having a good night, Logan? What are you up to tonight? It's kind of an interesting S there. I want to take one more look at that. I believe it's just machine damage. Like you can kind of, it's like I feel like the S is just not quite complete there. So I think it's machine damage. It was kind of looking like it was doubling, or some doubling, but I don't believe it was. Take a look at the eye. There is a little mark there, but I do not think it is what we're looking for. And so, actually I'm curious. I did, I turned on the stream settings, and closed captions should be on. However, it doesn't have a blue light on it, which I'm wondering if I needed to add another. You won an ounce of silver? Congratulations, Logan's Coins. Huh. Because one thing, or maybe I just don't have closed captions on here. That's just one thing I'm wanting to check out, because people were wanting to watch things with closed captions. And maybe closed captions don't work until the end? Huh. I don't know. I thought that I had set things up and it says closed captions, the little things to the thing, but it doesn't have a blue. And then it says post captions to URL. And then it has a closed caption. So maybe I actually need to create closed captions of it. Maybe I have to listen to my entire self. I thought it was something that would work. But now we're learning. But I figured if we were able to have closed captions here, that it would help. I thought it just listened to the voice and created its own closed captions, but that just might not be the case. Congratulations, Logan's Coins. Where did you win an ounce? Were you watching another channel last night? Who's giving away ounces of silver? That sounds like fun. And if you're interested in trying to win something else, I did add, actually let me make sure, I believe I added it into the description of the video here. But I'll double check. To 912? Maybe, yeah, no, it looks like it is not in here. Or did I put it on the top? Okay, I forgot to add it in here. Here, I can do that real quick, but there is a fourth giveaway now, which let me add because I believe you can do this while I'm live. But if you're interested in trying for a $10 cash PayPal giveaway, okay, so there should now be the fourth giveaway that I started today, but you're welcome to join that one, Logan. And I wish you luck. And it sounds like you have had a lucky week, and congratulations again. Maybe someday in the future here I can give away ounces of silver. We'll have to grow a little bit here, but that's one of the plans here as we grow. We got to become a YouTube partner, and that is definitely going to help us grow, because now being monetized, I can use the money from being monetized to give bigger prizes, and hopefully that'll make things fun, because I like watching people win prizes on other channels, and I'd love to watch people win prizes here. So we'll just keep looking for something good here. So yeah, it was a slow night on eBay. Normally, like the last 2 days were like some of the best sales that I've had, so maybe everybody just went on a buying spree. I didn't get a chance to check out silver and gold, but oftentimes if silver and gold are going up, very fast, it makes sales a little bit slower in the coin section. Hey Blue Sandy, welcome to the channel. How are you doing tonight? And so I did try adding the closed captions, and maybe it actually requires me transcribing everything, and that would definitely be hard to do. It would be awesome to do, but I thought that initially it made its own closed captions. Maybe it makes closed captions after the video is done. Maybe it makes it while we're live, and then people can watch the video afterwards. That would be cool, and it would be very interesting to see how YouTube, how well it is able to listen to me, and how well my voice becomes written text. I'm almost not able to see it. It almost looks like a Liberty error there. Yeah, that's actually a really nice example of one that pretty much looks just like an I. Almost looks like a lowercase I, like there's a little dot above it. But that's one of the nicest Liberties that actually really looks like an I. Like I feel like we get a lot of ones that kind of look like an I. There's just a big blob in between there. That's actually a really nice one. I'm glad you're doing okay tonight. And sorry to hear about your friends again. It's hard to hear that things are happening like that, and I understand it's happening all across the U.S. and all over the world. But still, when it happens to your friends, when you lose people, it's really hard. I'm sorry to hear that again. I'm doing pretty good tonight. It's been kind of a long, crazy day, just encountering different technological problems, and a lot of them I just figured out the answers to right before the stream started. I was having trouble with YouTube all day. Apparently 5,000 videos is the maximum you can have on a playlist. So I am going to be having to fix and kind of resort my playlist. And I'll probably have to make smaller playlists because I can no longer add any more videos to my playlist, my master one. Hopefully you can have unlimited playlists, and it's not going to become a place where you've reached the maximum amount of videos you can have on your channel. Yeah, I've definitely seen some things where things don't translate super well. I've watched some children programming where it's translating like highly offensive things, and so it's really interesting to see. It's like if I was a creator, making videos for kids, I think I would have to watch everything that it translated and make sure that it was appropriate for children after, because some of the translations just they go really wrong. I was almost, I didn't know if it was a computer that did it or somebody was being malicious, but I've seen the closed captions be really horrible. Like some of like the stuff that it words it uses, I don't even think should be able to come up. but I guess they are English words, so maybe it would be considered censorship if it was blocking those words in an adult video. But I think that maybe for closed captions for children, YouTube should look into limiting what words can appear in front of a child's eyes, because I think it could get them in a lot of trouble. And then at the same time, it's like, who's responsible, the creator or YouTube? So something to think about all when using closed captions, and maybe there's certain words that are more likely to trigger false translations as well. And so I guess if we're aware of, oh, I said this and it thought I said that, then it maybe use a different word if you use that often in your video making. But today's been pretty good. It felt like Mercury was in retrograde or something, which it sounds like it wasn't. But just one of those days where it seemed like I was having a lot of trouble with like computer stuff, and pretty much everything worked out. I was able to figure out some mysteries of eBay. Unfortunately, wasn't able to solve any of the problems I was having, but at least I know some things are not the problems that I'm having. So my brain is going to be able to rest a little bit better, not having to think about those things anymore. Looks like a pretty nice 1958p here. I had somebody buy a Lincoln Cent off of me a couple months ago on eBay, and then they wanted to return it because they said that I said that it was a Philadelphia mint and that it had a P mint, and they were complaining because there wasn't a P on the mint. And they said the item wasn't as described. So I took the return. I just thought it was kind of funny, and then at the same time maybe I was being trolled. But maybe if they started collecting in 2017 when they actually put a mint mark on it for 1 year, maybe that could have caused confusion for them. How have you been doing with the scavenger hunt? Are you still looking? I know that you have 3 prizes, and I'm happy to send them out whenever you're ready. I just want you to know that I haven't forgotten and do want to send those out to you, Blue Sandy, when you're ready. And I'll send something extra in there as well. Congratulations again on winning the 3 scavenger hunts. I also did add another giveaway to the giveaway list here. I think it didn't end up on my master playlist, but it is in my GAW 2020 playlist. And I was finally able to get to making the video for the last giveaway that we did. I realized it had been nearly 48 hours since we did the giveaway. And so that one I have now sent payment to the person. It was nice because their PayPal went through right away. The last time I tried to do the giveaway, I had to contact the person, and they had to give me a different email address, which was the one rule in the contest was whatever email you use, you need to be able to accept a PayPal payment. Still smoky in California here, but it's not too bad. Could be a lot worse in other places here. It's definitely crazy. Yeah, it sounded like there was a lot going on there, and sorry to hear about that again. And so how, I mean, it's funny, it's not funny, but it's like, I've been so busy, I haven't even been able to check my Facebook account and stuff, which I have a lot of friends, most of my good friends growing up are from the East Coast, your area. And I haven't even been able to, check to see how everybody's doing. But is it really, is the COVID-19 really, really bad in Western Mass there? It's just kind of crazy. Like I need to I feel like I should be checking and making sure everybody's okay. I've just been like so focused on business that I haven't been able to like kind of like go and recheck with, connect with friends and make sure everybody's okay. Looks like nothing in this roll so far. This has been kind of an uneventful roll so far. I don't think we found anything. Or did I speak too soon? I don't know if that's... It looks split on the bottom. Maybe I can see a split on the top too. It's like I can't see the line, but on the top northwest serif there, you can kind of see a little notch in the top. I feel like I can see, you know, a nice line going down and a notch on the bottom. I think we found our first. Yeah, I read about, I think it was the VA hospital up there. I think I saw something on like the major news outlets that there was a lot going on up there in Holyoke. It's like that made, you know, that made like the TV. That sounds really, really awful. Okay, so at least we found one coin here. So this one, 57D. It seems like we find a lot of RPMs for the 57D. It looked like this one was pretty minor. And I'm curious, like up here, it sounds like, you know, the most people getting COVID-19 are 20 to 29, and then second most is like 0 to 19 years old. Are your friends getting it? Are they older or are they younger? I know probably the older you are, probably the worse it is. Yeah, I feel like the East Coast, you know, it's especially where I was, it was just, it would get so hot and humid. And it's like, you know, on the West Coast, on the coast here, you know, a lot of people kind of are able to like kind of assemble outside. But when it's like a crazy hot, humid day, it's like you really like go to seek shelter in places that are air conditioned. And so it seems like it would just be really, really bad, you know, somewhere where it's just, you know, you're trying to like get shelter from the heat. And then it's basically everybody's just getting crammed in with each other. It's got to be like a lot harder to stay kind of safe. Mostly older people. Like how are things over there on the East Coast? Are most people wearing masks and social distancing? It just seems like it's so different all over the country, the way that, you know, different places are handling the situation. It's like all the people up here, you know, where all the local people here, they seem to be, you know, trying to follow all the rules and are staying safe. And then there's just like thousands of tourists. You know, like the town I live in only has a couple hundred people, but it's like non-stop tourists in town, and they're coming from everywhere. Just like you pull in a parking lot, and every car has a different license plate from a different state on it. It's just crazy. And it's like, I guess they're like, keep advertising like, hey, it's safe here. We're, you know, like somebody on, you know, the TV and the radio and the internet, they keep making all these advertisements saying, come here, come here. You know, it's like, we're really safe. We don't have it here. Come here. And they keep coming here, and then like all these people keep getting sick. It's not as bad as some places, but it's just like, I'm like, why are you advertising for people to come here? It's just like the worst idea ever. That's really good. I'm glad to hear that they put orders. Like, it seems like it's just something common sense. So it looks like this one, it's kind of got some big die chips going across it up here. Looks like it kind of runs all the way up it. kind of cool looking. It's just so crazy. I mean, it's just amazing. Like, it's like I understand that masks don't really protect you per se, but what it seems like it does is that, you know, when it just seems like more of like the small like droplets and, you know, are, you know, when if you like cough or something, it's not going to go just spraying out everywhere. Most of the stuff's going to get caught. It just seems like the momentum of, you know, the particles being blasted into the air, they're going to get stopped more before just going everywhere. So it's like, you know, it's like by wearing the mask, you're basically protecting everyone else if you have it. And then if everyone is working together and, you know, everyone's helping protect everyone, then it just travels less. I mean, I don't think anybody likes wearing a mask. It's definitely interesting. Like, I was watching the news the other day, and like the people on the news were wearing masks, and it just it looked odd to me. But you know, at the same time, I feel like it's setting a good example for everybody else. It's like if you know go on TV, you know, it's like I almost feel like if there, I don't even know if there are new TV shows because I've just been making videos and working nonstop. I haven't watched any new TV that's been produced. I don't know if everybody in shows is wearing masks or, you know, how things are produced these days. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to like. It's like people definitely here, like all the people in town here, all the locals are wearing. It's like I went to the post office today and there was like two people sitting on the bench outside the post office with no mask on. And like one of them was just looking sick, and as I'm walking by, they're like, the other one person's talking to the other person saying like, how you feeling? You feeling? And the other's like, oh, I feel, I'm like, oh God. Um, Not cool. Like if you're feeling sick, you shouldn't be sitting on a bench in front of the post office feeling sick. That's just not, it's not good. And it's interesting too how it seems like people, some places are handling things, you know, like some places are just, you know, give out warnings, and then some places it sound like give out huge fines. That's a, I don't know, like I was like reading about, I think on, there was an article about the Hamptons, and the people were having, you know, these big to-do parties in the Hamptons, and, you know, now they have like, you know, instant COVID-19 tests going on, where, you know, before you can get entry into it, you need to take one of these tests, but the person, you know, administering the test, like a private practitioner, is saying, you know, just because you get it, the test, it's saying basically these tests are not highly effective. And that like just because they give you the clear, you're still accepting the risk that, you know, you could, you know, someone could be in here with it. Welcome, Accredited Coins. How are you doing tonight? Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, and that's the thing too. It's like it's so, you know, I mean, it's people can have so many different things. I saw you sold a $50 today on eBay accredited coins for $350, and I was like, holy cow, a 1965 MS66 Kennedy $50. I was like, wow, you made a killing. But then I looked it up, and like, you know, that it looked like they sell for 250 and over. I had no idea that, you know, business strike Kennedys from the 60s could go so high. Good sale. I was definitely impressed. You were definitely talking about how there was a lot of money in Kennedy $50, and you weren't kidding. Yeah, it definitely. This one's got some toning on the reverse. I think it's been cleaned as well, though. Like if you look at the wheat ears there, they look a little bit smooth. It's got some pretty color to it, though. Nice. You're gonna pick up some really nice half dollars. Yeah, anything over that price. Probably at that price, I'm not. I won't be competing with you. That is for sure. Like pretty much like anything $200 or over. Yeah, it's gonna be all yours. Yeah, I've picked up quite a few Kennedys. Like, I mean, I didn't start collecting them until this last week, or I'm sorry, about 3 weeks. But I was noticing that like I was starting to have more in the store when I had none to begin with. I noticed I'm over 100 Roosevelt dimes now, which I really had no Roosevelt dimes before. So I've definitely been buying up quite a few. Yeah, they're definitely silver, but the silver I think it's probably worth just a little bit over $10. Yeah, I guess I just had no idea that any of the Kennedys went for that much money. Is it basically the fact that they're a really large coin and it's just almost impossible for them to not get like bag marks and just they're heavy coins, and so when they're made and mixed together, they just end up getting damaged easier. Because I mean, it makes me want to like look through some mint sets for some nice high grade ones. Oh yeah, if it's a 40%, it's probably not near $10. You're right, Blue Sandy. You're sharper than I am. Yeah, definitely. It seems like a good investment. Like, and that's one of the things I was noticing is just, watching other channels. People really like some of the most popular YouTube channels, I feel like are like half dollars. They just really seem, people really seem to like them, and they're really nice coins. So it's definitely interesting. Like, I feel like watching, Rob Finds Treasure and Big Flip, and some of the other ones that search half dollars, it definitely seems like people are really interested in them. And that's part of what inspired me to start, collecting them as well, is I was like, wow, well, everyone seems to be really, really interested in these. Like, I know I'm interested in pennies, but, if I'm selling coins, perhaps I should be selling coins, that people are really, really interested in. This one is like a really interesting strike. It's just super faint. Like, this die looks like it was like done when this coin was made. It's like you hear the first strike coins. This is like a last strike coin. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Yeah, and you can get like MS-66 of almost every Lincoln cent. But it must not be the case with Kennedy's. I was really surprised, like, when I went to like, look to start buying Kennedy's, I went and started, I was just looking, okay, let me check out all the MS-67 Kennedys. I was like, oh, these seem like they've already all been bought up. There's almost nothing up here for me. Yeah, I don't even think the only air that I know of with a Kennedy half dollar is like the accented hair. I don't know any of the varieties. And pretty much the only variety that I know with the Franklins is the Bugs Bunny. But I guess I bought one Air Franklin half dollar. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, even a SMS or even a business strike, even business strike 65s and 66s, I feel like with Lincoln cents are harder to find. You definitely can find them, but like it seems like generally PCGS, if it's a 66 or higher, they seem to label them SMS because they just figure that they came out of the special mint set. And I imagine, or I hope, the FG, the ones missing the mint mark, I hope that they're easier to spot than the ones on the Lincoln Cents. Like most of the FG errors, I'm like, whoa. I think it wasn't until we were looking at the 1998 D the other night, and he said, check out the FG. I was like, oh boy, I'm going to go look at the FG, and I'm barely going to be able to tell if there's anything different with it. And then that particular FG was like, super crisp and clear. I didn't realize that as the Lincoln Cent got older, the FG, it looks like maybe they made it larger and more prominent, just making it easier to read the initials. Because the older FGs on the memorials, they were like, trying to look to see if they were doubling. I was like, this is ridiculous. From what I understand, accredited coins basically like, if you send in a really nice looking 65 through 67, it's almost guaranteed to come back as an SMS coin. I feel like they can't tell, and so unless it's like there's some provenance to it or something, they just label it special mint set, which in my mind seems wrong. I feel like they should be able to tell the difference between a special mint set coin and one that's not a special mint set. And I don't know what the way that you do that, if you have to send like an original bank wrapped roll to them. There's a couple different variations. And that's one of the things I've really enjoyed about going through all the rolls. Looks like there was some roll damage on this one. The rolling machine looks like it kind of tore into this coin. I've really enjoyed looking through all the different coins because I really get to see, like, when I look at like a roll of the Mincellos, I get to see how the coins change, and I get to become more familiar with each date. Yeah, I'm really curious about the 1969S incident to accredited coins. I need to do the backup video, or the second video for that still. You gotta dig it up. The grave vault. Yeah, so I assume you still have your 1969 MS68 coin? I've still got mine. We're two of only 4 people to have a 1969, or yes, I believe it was a 1968S, you're right. We're one of only 2 people to have a 1960, well, one of 4 people to have a 1968S MS68 coin. And in reality, there are none, but we got 2 of the 4 that don't exist. And yeah, that Buffalo nickel that I had, I contacted PCGS to let them know that the cert was messed up on it, and they were like, yeah, there's nothing we can really do about that. They said that they would contact a different department, but we'll see. But I pointed out what you said, how the serial numbers on it, if you go one up and down, it's both the same date, mint, and grade. So it looks like a bunch of them all got graded at the same time. Definitely curious. Yes. Yeah, those coins, I just don't know what to think about them still. Yeah, I'll have to look up Kennedy half dollars more and check out what all the different errors are. I'm surprised, like, there just hasn't, like I don't, like, the video that I put out had like hundreds and hundreds of views, and I'm surprised that I haven't got more interested comments on it. Like, I feel like I got some comments on it in the beginning, but I haven't really, I don't feel like people are watching it anymore. It just kind of like fell to the background on YouTube. I don't know what there looks like there's a little raised dot. I'm guessing it's a dye chip up above the eye, but maybe I will put a little reminder. So it's a 51. And I'm gonna need to get some more flips because one of these days I will start getting a little bit better prepared here and get an extra thing of flips. One second. Alright, that didn't take so long. And I got another rubber band to have some fun with. Move closer to y'all. Alrighty. Nope, wrong view. I'm all fuzzy. How long was I fuzzy? I'm back. Maybe it was just when I moved to get the flips. I always mean to have the view where I can actually see what I look like on here, just so that I don't look like a ghost or something. Just break time. Yeah, I drank a lot of coffee again tonight. As you guys can tell, I'm pretty caffeinated, so I might need to disappear magically sometime on the stream, but I'll do my best. I don't know what's going on. Like the last couple of weeks, I've just been needing to like drink more and more coffee again. I felt like all the energy to just, burn the candle on both ends was just coming naturally for a long time, and I think I took it for granted, and lately I've been needing a lot more coffee than normal. I think there's probably only so much coffee I should be drinking every night, let alone every day. I shouldn't even be drinking coffee at night. It's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, eBay was like so slow today. It's going to be interesting. Like I just have like $100 more to like pay off my loan to PayPal, and then I can take out another loan. So I'll probably be clearing 500 coins or so off of eBay in the next couple days here. I think it normally takes 3 days before I can apply for another loan. So sometime next week, I'm just going to clear out some categories on eBay, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun. I'm thinking this time I'm maybe going to plan things out and just really strategically like wipe out one area of eBay instead of kind of going like this last time. I just, the last time I took out a loan, I just started buying nickels, dimes, quarters, half dollars, dollars. And I didn't, have any plan. I was just like, I'm going to buy nickels, dimes, quarters, half dollars. And I just started buying. PayPal working capital is awesome. Yes, there is a fee. Like I would say if, I would use PayPal credit first, because PayPal credit, you have 6 months. You can purchase stuff for 6 months. And there's no interest. So if you buy stuff that you know that you can sell within 6 months, you're golden. I think you have to buy it in lots of $100 or more when you check out to get the 6-month promotion. But it's basically 6 months, like no interest if you pay within 6 months. And if it's over a $300 or $200 purchase, I believe you get a year, and I believe possibly if it's more than $300 purchase, it's like 18 months. And I think they require minimum payments, but the whole thing doesn't, like for the 12 and 18, I think it has like minimum payments a month, but for the 6 months, you just have 6 months to pay it off. But PayPal credit doesn't do a credit check or anything. And I believe the PayPal working capital doesn't at all either. One thing I did notice, it's like, if you're a sole proprietor, you say that you're CEO or something like that, I think is what you're supposed to do. But the PayPal working capital, you have the cash in your PayPal account within 30 seconds of applying for the loan. It's like instantaneous yes or no. And if you get an email saying you're pre-approved, you're pre-approved. So it's pretty cool. So it's like if you want, and I don't know, it's like there are various, for the PayPal working capital, you take out a loan and you can change the percentages out. From the math that I did, the best kind of loan, the cheapest interest rate that you can do is taking out $2,500 and paying back at a 30% of your transactions. And so basically what happens when you sell something on eBay, when you sell something, let's say you sell $100, let's say you take out a $2,500 loan, I think it's $87, and I think the first time you take out a loan, they may give you $100 credit, which makes it free. And then after that, I believe for $2,500, it's an $87 one-time fee, which sounds like, a lot. But there's a couple things that affect it. So for that particular one, you pay back 30. So after you take out the loan, if you have a $100 sale, it automatically takes out 30%. So $30 is automatically deducted at the time of sale, and you just receive the 70%. And so then you keep doing that until you pay it back. And so like this last one, it took me it's going to take me less than a month to pay it back. But it's like I get a month's worth of money to invest in a month early, and so I can sometimes double, I'll sell like 2-3 times that amount within the time. But PayPal also has a promotion going on right now where every $1,000 that you spend with your PayPal Business MasterCard, you get a $20 cash back. So by the time you spend the $2,500, you've already gotten $40 cash back from PayPal, and you're already on your halfway to the next $20. And so it's pretty awesome considering you can like basically borrow it, and there's no other fees, there's no other hidden costs. It's just the one-time fee that you pay up front and just gets added on to your total. So I definitely find it useful. Like say, like if you're, watching the auctions or buy it nows, and all of a sudden like a large collection comes up and you're a few $1,000s short, and that collection has, some really nice coins in it that you could double your money on, instead of like, tapping a friend or going to a bank and have them scrutinizing everything, boom, you have the money instantly. And anybody watching or listening, don't borrow money that you don't know when and how you're going to pay it back. If I have any advice to credit cards and stuff, don't borrow money unless you know how to pay it back. But if you have a sound business model and you know what you're doing, credit is one of the most useful tools out there. So, taking out borrowing money can, be risky. If you're going to buy stuff, with the thought of reselling it, I recommend knowing the items that you're buying, and knowing, it's like, say, like you have 6 months to try to flip it to make more money off of it. But at least buy something that, has a very good resale value, that if you had to throw it back up for auction, like if 6 months was ending, that you would be able to recoup 80-90% of the money, for, if you had to just liquidate. But at the same time, it's kind of scary with pandemic, because I feel like we're in a place that no one really knows what's going to happen tomorrow. And it's like coins have been solid in my life for a long time, and it's one of the things I take for granted. But how many of us take so many things for granted? Things have so changed. So very, very changed. And they're probably going to continue to change. Like, I mean, the world may kind of look the same way it did before, but there's going to be so many things that have changed. You know, things just aren't going to be the same. And what is going on with Lincoln here? Guess I'll zoom in there again. I'll check out the rest of the coin. Maybe some damage. It's kind of interesting though. That's funny, I don't think I noticed it. Maybe we were zoomed in when we started on it. Kind of looks like something rotated back and forth. I think it looks like damage. Wow, those made some cool designs though. But maybe a lot of things that make cool designs. They look like little rainbows. Let me see if I can... I feel like my microscope is on an angle, so when I'm trying to look at the coin, it's rotating on me. I think these are... I think it's damage. It's like something clamped down on it and then rotated in like a circle back and forth. It's like, I think the center there, things got pinched and then it just kind of swirled around. Who knows, maybe somebody was like, you know, stepping on the floor on top of a penny and spinning around on a circle. We shall keep on moving here. But yeah, it's accredited coins. I guess like I've used PayPal Credit. I've used PayPal Working Capital. I've used them both. Both are absolutely useful tools. I prefer PayPal Credit, except for you have to do, you know, you have to pretty much check out in $100 increments. So sometimes, you know, it's like I'll add like, you know, 10 items. I'll just keep adding stuff. And so sometimes I end up buying stuff that I wouldn't even sell, except for I'm just trying to like, you know, get my cart above $100, which is fine. But definitely a lot of people selling stuff out there benefited from me trying to get my cart over $100, because sometimes I'd win like $75 at auction, and then I'd, you know, I would just throw some other stuff. I would just have, you know, stuff that were, you know, a good deal, but not quite good enough for me to buy, so it would be in my watch list. And it always helped me like clear out my watch list. My watch list would always become empty because of it. When I Googled, you can have unlimited videos, but you can only have 5,000 videos in a playlist. Or at least that's what I came up with when I Googled it. But two things, like I was, you know, after you make a video and before you go to publish it, you add which playlist you'd like to add it. So all day I was adding my playlist, and then I'd go to publish and it would say error, can't save, error, can't save. And so finally I just didn't choose that playlist. Like the last one was a Roosevelt dime. And so instead of doing like, you know, like my whole playlist and Roosevelt, I just did Roosevelt dime and it published. And then I went back and tried to add the full playlist onto it, and it would I had to take it off. It would have an error trying to save every time. And then when I Googled it, it sounded like 5,000 was the maximum amount. Yeah, I don't know. Let's check up at the top. Yeah, there's definitely doubling. I believe it's all machine doubling. It definitely looks cool. I've definitely been putting these away. I feel like I've found quite a few dates that do this, and I feel like it's from really worn dies. So I don't remember what the frontier was, but I believe it's going to be a 1951, a 1957, or a 1958, and really I think it could be any date. No, it's a 1954. So I've been flipping them when they're that severe. I flip them. Just because I want to like learn more about them. I don't think that they're worth money. I think it's machine damage. But I think they look really cool. And I definitely like these. It was something I looked for. It's like usually where I'd look to find them was on the tips of the wheat ears, and it usually goes all the way down the stem of the wheat ear, and it's usually on both sides. I've just been putting them down as machine damage, and I don't know if I'm proved wrong. I'd love to know, but I believe they're all machine damage. A little tumbleweed dust there. Here we have another 1954. We need to find some nice errors here. So I'm almost done with, like, I pretty much pulled out a box from the vault. It was like this box that I've been doing all these rolls from since the start of the show. They were all, this one looks kind of interesting. I want to look at another one. It's like when I looked at, here, I'm going to go back to the one we were just looking at, but it's like you have like, you know, this one here, it's like you have the eyelid and it goes straight across. But with this one, there looks like there is like an eyelid that goes straight up out of the eyelid. Is it just me? Yeah, this one's definitely not looking. I don't know what that is. I mean, that's bigger than an eyelid. So I don't know how that would be a doubled eyelid there. But that's not supposed to be there. I don't know, does it have a, maybe we should check to see if everything else is where it's supposed to be. I believe, I don't know, from here it almost looks like it's scratched. Maybe we should just go in one focal length. No, that looks like it's, I mean, is that just cleaved forward? That one looks really interesting. So I googled the number of videos. I started to download those websites. What websites are you downloading? So that last one was kind of cool. Maybe I'll keep that one around in case like Spiked Head Diecrack comes in. Let him know what he thinks. Let him tell me what he thinks of that one. And maybe I can check the variety. It looks like I am spinning on my one computer over there. Oh, nice. Just want to check out the front of the coat. That's just the light was looking interesting there. Nice, splitting the screen sounds fun. Yeah, I feel like I could probably do a split screen for some of these streams. And I believe this one is... I believe that's an RPM. It's just interesting. It looks like it splits off in a funny way. I want to say that's an RPM. I mean, that's definitely raised up. 54S. But it doesn't really look like it, you know, it doesn't look like either serif splits. But there's definitely, it's like super, super raised up. Like that doesn't look like it's scooped out, and it doesn't just look like a blob of metal inside it. I mean, I do see a little blob of metal inside it, but I don't think that accounts for the other parts we're seeing. That would be a great idea, Blue Sandy. So I think that's an RPM. I can't say 100%, but I can definitely check out the 1954 S's and see if I can find something that matches that. It'd be fun to like maybe I could make just like another little window that I can drag over here, and then I could have like have it set up to a different media source that we could have something go. It'd just be hard to it would just take a lot of time to bring up that image and have it, you know, in a place to match it up at the same size. But it could be done. Accredited Coins, did you go and check out, are you checking out the PayPal working capital now? Because there were a couple other things too. Yeah, that one, it looked like it could be a double die. With the working capital, one thing you also to realize is one of the things in the terms of contract, you can't divert, you know, because they're taking 30% of your future sales, you can't divert your payment method. Like you have to like have PayPal be your Okay, well that is good to, you've had an eBay account for 3 months though. Have you not had a PayPal account? Okay, good to know. I guess I didn't do it immediately. But I guess in the mean term though, like some things it's like you can't divert your payment source. So like, and I feel like eBay really doesn't let you do like cash or money orders or like things like that anymore for the most part. But like you have to make sure that you keep that as your main method. And that was one thing that scared me about it, was with eBay's managed payments. The way that it was set up is it was going to essentially do just that and divert people's accounts. Which actually, I believe I got an email from PayPal Working Capital saying like, hey, we understand that eBay is like basically forcing a bunch of people into managed payments, and don't worry, it won't mess up your account. You know, just as a reminder, you can always make a payment, you know, an extra payment to working capital, you know, from your, you know, bank account or whatever you have listed on your PayPal account. But another thing I saw as well is one thing I saw as well is that you can I think I saw a thing on eBay that eBay is going to have a managed payment. eBay is going to have eBay working capital, and I think it's basically the same company that's doing PayPal is going to offer basically the same thing, and I believe they're only doing like the working capital, but I think that there is going to be like a or maybe it's a loan. But then I think it was saying like pretty soon they're going to offer eBay working capital, which I believe will be the same, just a one-time loan kind of situation, a one-time fee. But I believe right now they're offering, business loans to eBayers. So there are going to be different kinds of loans for people who aren't able to take advantage of the PayPal ones. And they'll only be able to take advantage of the eBay ones. But it seemed like the company must have been upset with eBay and saying, hey, you're taking away half of our customers for this product, and so now they're going to work with eBay directly. Yeah, so I believe probably in the next 3 to 6 months, we'll see probably once all the kinks get worked out of managed payments. I think we'll start to see, oh, this coin's got some lovely toning on it. I'm guessing it's been cleaned. But this one is like really, really bright and kind of goes all the colors here. And yeah, I think it's been cleaned. It's pretty though. I'll put it in a flip. Save it for somebody that loves pretty pennies. And so I've been trying to, in some of my videos, I've been trying to mention, if, people are starting an eBay account, if you guys are starting a YouTube account, it's like, I know we look at coins here and talk about coins, but it's like some of my other interests are, business and starting different businesses. And I know you and me talk a lot about it here at Accredited Coins, but if there's anybody else out there watching and they are, they have questions about starting a business on eBay, I'm not like a licensed person on it, and you can take my advice with a grain of sand, but I can give you guys my experiences and tell you how things work for me and what didn't work for me, and any tips and stuff I'm happy to share with y'all. Like, I just want to, it's like we're in the middle of a pandemic here. Like, I know people are looking for alternative ways to make money, and I know that there's like a million, like, make money doing this on, on YouTube videos, but the catcher is I'm not going to ask for any money in return for it. I just like sharing knowledge, and people share knowledge with me, and I'm happy to share mine with y'all. But I'm also thinking about like some of my favorite streams that I watch, they do, kind of networking videos. And so I was thinking about maybe making like a show, just doing an hour a day, once a week or something, where just having, trying to connect different smaller channels with other people of similar interests, and just, help give some shout outs and help people's channels grow. Because a lot of people did the same thing for me when I was starting, and like I feel like it's a good way to kind of like, help the next generation of people doing stuff. And so we'll see. That may be in the works here. Looks like I'm getting another couple full-time jobs this next week, so it's going to be interesting. I'll try to balance everything as smoothly as I have this pandemic. But I will definitely still be doing all the same videos and showing up and having fun looking at coins, because I enjoy it, and I need to do the things that I enjoy to make me happy. And when I'm happy, everybody's happy. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking I'm going to do start spending some more time doing networking and marketing because there are so many different aspects of like social media and marketing that like I'm not fully utilizing for this channel, and it's something that I don't know, I want to learn more about it, and so that's also somewhere I'm wanting to grow. I mean, I'm not going to get paid for the additional full-time jobs, not at least I don't think, but it's definitely going to be about another 80 hours of work onto my already, you know, it seems like I pretty much work from the moment I wake up till the moment I stay up really, really late past my bedtime. And so we'll see how it all goes. You may see me like, welcome to Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. Please let me die. Let me sleep. Please. Anybody seen Lincoln's Eye? I think it's right there. I mean, like, really, like, the only job I really have is eBay. And I make about $1 a day here on YouTube, which, if you guys are wondering, how much you guys can make on YouTube, here, wait, I want to check this out. See if dun 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 dun. Yeah, so let's see, is there anything here? I'll show you guys. So this is my first week here on YouTube. Yeah, I've seen that Noah video where he takes a picture of him every day. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, and I figured, you know, with the master playlist, if somebody, you know, if there was like 1 million videos in there, they could watch it and see me old, see me young, and it would just be going. So yes, here is what you make, or here's what I make on YouTube. So it's, you know, here's accredited coins giving me 2 super chats in a day. 2 $5 super chats minus YouTube's cut pretty much came out to about $7. They take 30%. And so that day I got 89 cents ad revenue. And then the next day, no super chat. So it was like, basically, if you look at the days, yesterday, William Voss Gaming gave me super chats. Yeah, this is accredited coins right here. This is accredited coins $5 super chat. Very generous accredited coins $10 super chat. $5 super chat. Five. You're awesome. Thank you. Here is this is some ad revenue here, and $1 super chat from, sorry friend, here I'll remember. But then yesterday, here's a super chat from William Voss Gaming, and oh my, I can't forget. I've only, yeah, why can't I remember? Oh, Lady Kid Nichols. Lady Kid Nichols. This was $2 super chat from them. So it's like basically like 90, yeah, it is nuts, 30%. It's not like they're not making a gazillion dollars off their ads. But so 97 cents, I believe, is the largest ad day. So it's like I'm making, you know, about 70 cents a day on ads, I would say, on average. So, you know, I've only been monetized here for, you know, a little over a week here, and so I figure if I can do little things to tweak things and improve things every day. Yeah, so if I can figure out, if I can market better and figure out how to make millions of views on my videos, then, you know, I could be doing better. It's not horrible. There's definitely, I could definitely be wasting money in a lot of different ways, or not wasting money. And does this little thing underneath the S look interesting to anybody else? I just keep seeing it. It's like it just kind of looks like an S on a different angle. I'm guessing it's probably just damage. You got the video up now? So I don't think that's, I don't know, I kind of want to put that one in a flip just so that I remember to look at it. It's probably not worth anything, even if it is. But these things interest me and I want to know more. I think so too. I think if I, at the end of the stream every night, if I put up the new stream, and like you were saying, if I did less streams and pumped things up, I think that they would draw more people. I think so too. Like, I mean, it's like one of the things I think that I do wrong with YouTube is just making video, and I feel like if I did less, more people would. It's like people don't have the time necessarily generally to, watch video. If somebody makes video, they don't have the time to watch everyone. And I would be, instead of me getting like 5 to 10 views on every video, I would probably be getting 100 on every video. And I think that YouTube really likes to see people make videos and be getting higher numbers. And also I would, have more time to spend, creating, quality content. And I think that's what YouTube really wants is, higher quality. But I guess for me, for these shows here at the moment, this was just kind of a project. I'd been meaning to go through all these. I saw other coin roll hunting stuff. And so I was like, well, other people like to watch coin roll hunting, so why not do coin roll hunting, where I know that there's a bunch of errors and stuff in the coins. It seemed like it might be fun. But yeah, I think pumping up some videos, maybe doing the giveaways live during the streams instead of the way that I'm doing them. I'm definitely getting a bunch of people checking out. I'm definitely getting a bunch of people checking out the giveaways. But at the same time, I feel like I probably, if I pumped up, one show, I'd probably getting as much, because I think I get about 300. Here we can look at it. So if we look at the giveaways that I've done, here you guys can see the numbers on it. I'll show you guys. I love sharing stuff. Here we have the 4 current giveaways, and for the one that ends in 11 days here, there's 203 people entered. So it's like I'm starting to get a little bit more, but for the finished ones here, this last one I believe was the biggest number, 389. So you guys can see like the numbers statistically I believe are going to be getting larger and larger, and I think the more times I do it, yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing PCGS submission videos. I'd really like to do that. Hold on, did I not? Did I? Okay, yeah, I believe. I'm looking at the replay and it's just really behind. Okay, there it goes. All right, here, I'm back. No. Hilarious. Back. Okay. But it's like if you guys saw the numbers there, let me catch up there. It's Meet Kevin. So add a little Tisdale energy, and bam, you got a winner. Yeah, Tisdale definitely. I don't know. You probably saw his new intro that he has. It was definitely bam, bam, bam. I was like, I need to make an intro video, but I'm just not. I'm not saying he's loud and obnoxious, but it's like, yeah, like Rudy Alpha Investment, he's like, starts it off loud, gets your attention, grabs you from across the room and sucks you into his world. Yeah, I need to find out where to put myself so that bots can scrape me from Gleam. Um, or I feel like Gleam, I feel like I could be using it a lot better. Like, I feel like I should be getting like 10,000. Like 10,000 people checking it out. And maybe it needs to be, like, I've had a couple people comment on my Reddit account where I post them and they're like, $10. Think about it. Who is going to enter a contest for $10? And I get it. But Ramon from Brazil, I sent him his prize today, and in reales or reals or reals, it was like I think like 57 reals. So like that's not that bad. I feel like $10 there goes a bit farther than it does here. It looked like he was a fellow League of Legends player too. I guess I'm kind of a retired League of Legends player, considering I haven't played in over a year. Gosh, that game was fun. $7,000 a day. Wait, what's what's he making $7,000 a day, Blue Sandy? Did you ever look at Kevin? Just got video up. Kevin who? How does he make $7,000? I mean, there was like these people, like when I was making videos doing streaming and stuff for games, I was like, oh wow, I made $5. And then I read in the post office, these people were going and like, there was this plant called Dudula that grows on the cliffs here. And I guess in China, like 1 crown of Dudula goes for like $50. So people were just going and scraping thousands of plants, which is illegal, by the way. They got arrested. But they were scraping all the plants off the cliffs and putting them in flat rate boxes and sending them to China. And like they could basically fit 100 crowns in a flat rate box, and each one was like $50 each crown. And like so they were just mailing them as fast as they could, and they were making like $100,000 like a week. It's just absolutely insane. And so good thing they got busted, but they just totally. The plant was already rare, and then they went and like just massacred the species. So not cool, but it's like at the same time, it's like there's so many interesting ways to make money. Some are more illegal than others, and I would say there is enough abundance of legal ways to make money, people, that like seriously like do something legal. Meet Kevin is the title of his stream. And what does Kevin do on his stream? Is Kevin just got a super interesting personality? I know, it's like and it's like as far as like, having more energy like Tisdale, I think it's great that people, can do it and have like energy and stuff. Like I guess it's like for me, it's like I know I could put on like a personality for you guys, but it wouldn't be me, and it would become work, and I would feel like I had to like be that person every day, and it's draining to me. But it's like part of me wants to make videos where I'm all fun. I feel like it would be fun. It's just I don't know if I could keep it up. Yeah, I mean, you could do crack videos, and even if they didn't like upgrade, people would still watch them. Oh, I think I've seen Meet Kevin. I think I like tuned in when the first stimulus check came on, and like every day he's just talking about the stimulus checks and the laws and the possibility of the next one, and then nothing happens. And I'm just like, wait, wow, this guy just, maybe it's another guy, but he's just like he's just like shows, you know, just a big smiling. And I think maybe we talked about him and you're like, no, that's a different guy. But I watched some guy who was just holding up like the stimulus check. It's like the new stimulus check. I actually made I need to upload it still, but I did make, I was going to start to make some like kind of goofy videos and stuff for the members only section here on the stream, which I didn't really know if I want to do it that way, but I've made a couple goofy videos and maybe I'll upload them to YouTube here at some point. But it was, I don't know. So like I did make 2 memberships and I'm curious actually, like, can you guys see the memberships? I'm assuming everyone can, but someone one day said that they can't. But I did like one super cheap for like $1.99, which is pretty much the cheapest you could do. And then I did one for like $99, just because I was like, if someone really wants to give the channel $99, yes please. I won't say no. I saw the other guy, the not Kevin guy. I'll have to check out Meet Kevin. Maybe his is actually legitimate. And like the other guy was giving legitimate information, but it's just like, it was kind of like, you know, I felt like I was gonna learn something, and I was learning things, but none of them were actually turning out to be relevant for what. I don't know. It's like, I'm still wondering, when's that new stimulus check coming out anyway? Maybe I should add that to my stream name, like stimulus check update. Coin roll hunting and stimulus check updating. Click here. Yeah, I should just leave a comment section. No, I totally thought about adding one like that. But $99 was the most expensive. He reads the paperwork, he's a millionaire. Nice. Yeah, no, $99 is the most expensive membership that I could have. I was going to call it the 1% for you accredited coins. I was thinking about changing the different levels to, you know, be like, you know, the entry level would be the Proof Mafia, and then like, you know, the second level could be like, you know, the Hitman, and then the third level could be like the Don, or like the 1%. And I was thinking about doing the whole Proof Mafia joke. But then I just, you know, for all I know, there is a Proof Mafia, like, you know, like one that's not a joke, and they would be offended, and then like you guys would like all see me like making a video with like a bunch of Mafia guys behind me saying like I was wrong and that I won't do it again, but it's too late, and bye everyone. So I figured, you know, we don't need that to happen. This one has some toning on it, but I feel like there is some obvious environmental damage on it as well. I think this one's pretty much done. Pelosi is holding it up. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand, like, I mean, our government is paid, our government employees are paid for one thing, and that's to be able to, like, you know, sit in a room and act like adults and get bills paid. I feel that, like, anybody that's not being constructive in their job in government, anyone that's being partisan and, like, not allowing bills to pass, I think they should just move aside and have somebody who is competent in doing their job be allowed to actually get the stuff done. It's like, I feel like laws and stuff just being held up and like, just, I don't know, it's like, if they don't do things efficiently, like if they all can't get along, I feel like when they're not able to like figure out what is what, they should just sit in a jail cell until they can all like come to a court and make an agreement of what should happen. There's just no reason that like they should spend months talking about something and then do nothing and then take months talking. Like it's been 6 months since this began. Like longer than that. It's like this last week was 6 months here in Humboldt since the first case. Yeah, I think I saw 15 1936S proofs up today. It says you can watch your own videos for a couple of times. Nice. But yes, like, I don't know. It seems like people in government kind of like rise up to a place of incompetence. It's like you get a promotion, you get a promotion, you get a promotion, you know, you do better, you get a promotion, and finally you end up in a job where you're useless and just like, you know, collecting money until you decide to retire. So it's like unless her loan will get paid off, she's not going to agree to the bill. But it's like, I don't know, it's just, I can't see why they can't basically it just takes both sides coming to a compromise. Neither side is going to get what they want, and just give people relief, and, you know, whatever they can agree on, pass that. Whatever they can't agree on, continue talking about that while they figure everything else out. You know, they can't both be like, you know, both sides can't be just like no to every single thing or no to everything unless you do this one thing. It's like, okay, let's put everything on the table. What can we just agree on? All right, let's pass those laws. Let's pass that bill. Let's pass that support. Then, you know, if there's a couple things that it's like, there's no way I'm passing that, then you both look and you find something that's equally offensive to both of you guys, and then you make a compromise. You pass one of each. And then it's like, actually, you know, it's not what either side wants, but both sides gets to do something for their side which benefits, you know, and backs up what they were elected to do, which basically makes it, you know, like both sides are doing something for the people that elected them, which is what, you know, they're supposed to do. They're supposed to work for the people, and they're supposed to pass what the people elect them for. Oh, I don't think you're supposed to use private jets for, or like public jets. I don't think you're supposed to use that for private use. I don't know, it's interesting, like just the thought of air travel in general, though. It definitely seems, you know, it's like, I don't know, it's, you know, before it probably was all about, you know, like, hey, let's all get on a jet together and we'll save taxpayer money, you know, we'll all carpool or plane pool. But today it seems like, you know, it's, if, you know, politicians are doing their jobs, it's probably safer for them to not be all flying together and practicing social distancing. Well, that pretty much describes every politician, it seems like, these days. And it's funny though, because like a lot of the politicians, it seems like they just get money and then they do whatever, you know, you take money and then you got to do whatever the people who gave you money, you know, elected you for. And it's just funny because that's not, you know, what people elect politicians for. But I guess it's not a fair world. As far as my studying in school, there's no way to have a fair election. Every election has its own problems. There's no perfect way to have a government. There's no perfect religion in the world. There's one left in there. Tried to get away. Yeah, see, that's the thing. There's absolutely no reason for anything else to be thrown into a stimulus bill. a stimulus bill should plain and simply be, to stimulate the economy, to give out loans to companies so that they don't fold, so they can keep paying employees. Like, I don't know, I found the stimulus check helpful. I wouldn't mind seeing some. But at the same time, I do feel like probably with the stimulus checks, a lot of people get it that don't need it. But I feel like everybody, for the most part, is having a harder time than they were. And I know the government, it's hard for them to go in and like look at every single person in every single different case. Well, I personally could not believe that they've had this long to pass something and then they all go away for a month. Um, that's just basically as rude as a government can get to its people. Like, it's like, yes, we couldn't do our jobs in all the time in months that we were given. Um, I mean, I guess, at the bright side, it sounds like our president was able to give some relief to people, but I don't think necessarily it was the relief most people were looking for, but probably that did help some. Like, I'll give them credit, like, probably helped, more than all the people trying to pass those laws were doing. And I don't know if it was a political stunt, but at least something got done. Like, if it takes an executive order to do something, but it's not really the way I think our government's supposed to be functioning. I think that's why we have different branches that are supposed to be equal, and none of them are supposed to be able to basically write new laws and stuff without equal. Everything's supposed to have equal power over each other. And when one of them has unequal power, then that's when stuff basically gets out of hand. I don't know, we'll see what goes on in this country. We'll see what our future holds. But here, give me 1 second. I gotta run and do something. I'll be just a minute. You didn't like the chair cam, everyone. Sorry. Sorry, I should have drank less coffee. I apologize, guys. Oh, good, you guys are all back. It's like I left and there were 7 of you guys. I come back and there's 3, and now there's 5. So I think I read somewhere that we are not supposed to do chair cam. Maybe I should start a channel where it's like the amazing adventures of an office chair, and people could just watch the day in the life of an office chair. Yay! You all came back. Sorry to have to leave there for a second. I'd assume you guys would all like rather that I wasn't like dancing in my chair here. But we still have quite a few more coins to look through here. And so hopefully we'll have some luck tonight. But I think I was saying something earlier about like, so I took this it was like a flat rate large box out of the vault, and it was just like all rolls from my roll hunting days. And so I was noticing that box is nearly empty. I think there's maybe like one or two streams more from that box. There's more in the vault, but I was thinking like maybe we could switch things up here, do some mint cellos like I keep talking about. And then I also have like some bags that are like, it's like a, you know, cloth sack, so it should be about 5,000 count. But I put all the coins in like little bags. And so I'm kind of curious to see, it's like, I want to say that like when a coin was like nice, or I thought it might be worth something, I put it in a roll. But when it was like really, really nice, I think I put it in a bag. And I haven't actually looked in the bags, so I don't know what's in the bag. One says don't open till 2019. I think the other one says don't open till 2029. And so I really don't know. I'm curious what's in the bags. It's 2019 past. You know, I thought 10, 20 years ago when I put these away, some nice die chips on this one. I thought that, you know, wheat pennies were going to be worth a lot more money. I thought, you know, when I looked back in history, it looked like, you know, okay, like if an Indian head cent is worth this amount of money, the wheat penny is going to be worth this money. And if a flying eagle is this much, but it doesn't quite work that way. You know, it has to do with the fact that, you know, like we made a lot more wheat pennies than we did Indian head cents and flying eagles. Right? Like I could give you guys like, you know, Ocean. I could, you know, we could, you know, watch Ocean for 12 hours a day. You know, we could watch Redwoods for 12 hours a day. Like, you know, there's some really beautiful places here. Like one of the people I ran into on YouTube on a networking channel that was based out of the Philippines, they were they're like a neighbor, just like 500,000 feet away from me, and I had no idea they were on YouTube. I'd seen them around town a couple times before, but yeah, and their channel is doing a lot better than mine. Believe this one is an RPM. It looks like it's got some goo on it, but the top there definitely looks split. It looks like maybe there's some machine damage on it as well. But a nice 53S. Like that top is definitely split. That looks really nice. The bags of wheat cents. I believe it was just. See, I don't even know. I wanted to think that one was like early memorial cents or something like that, like from the '60s. But I took a handful into that one just to like see, and they looked like they were all wheat cents. So I don't know what ones are in the bag. I'm curious if I had a roll of 1909 VDBs that were like looked AU to mint state, and I still haven't found those. So they're somewhere, and I'm almost wondering if I took them out of the roll and put each one in a bag individually. But you know, it's like I'm curious of what's in there. I also have like my old when I was making solid date rolls. I have like a box full of tubes, and each one's a different date and mint, and they're all solid date. So those ones would be good for like roll hunting, because we could just go through a solid date of things. And we could pretty much roll hunt every single date and mint mark. But we have a lot of different options here, and I'm sure that I have more boxes just like this, because things went on forever. But I was noticing that this particular box, and who knows, maybe this was a really bad box of these. And then I also have a mint sewn bag of 1979. I've got a bank box of 1979. And then I have a bunch of bank wrapped rolls, which I believe are like 60s and 70s. And then I have all these random rolls. Like, I sold my roll collection, and it's like I just keep finding boxes with like solid date rolls and just rolls I don't even know what they are. So there's like a lot more stuff. I don't know. I found a bunch of the like penny books and stuff from my childhood. Like I found that Dansko one. That's like a slider that it has the 31S in it, and it's got some nice coins in it. But I did notice like a lot of little, like a spot here, a spot here. Like a lot of the coins seem like possibly at some point they got some spots on it. I can't get the bags out of the vault right now. I could have them available for a future episode, if that's what you're asking. Gosh, this one, like the 1 and the S are nearly gone. Like to get the bags out, there would have to be a lot of rearranging. Since they're nearly full pounds, they're like 34 pounds or so, which obviously I can lift, but not sure what's going on with this one, if it's just like a weak strike. But I'd need to rearrange stuff to get out, and that would just take a long time. I don't know, do you have any thoughts on this 51 here? It's like, I don't know if it's just if it's a weak strike or if it was like struck through grease or something. I'm guessing it looks like the die is kind of older. Like you can see like all of the little lines all getting stretched out around the rim. So I'm guessing it's like more of a worn die. I think it's been a week now. Like I thought I would keep the 5th giveaway if we got to 25 people. But it doesn't look like we've been able to hit 25. We almost got there one night with 22. But it would be fun if we could get to 25 people so I could do a live giveaway. Well, I am excited about it. I guess that's why I was asking which would be more fun to do. Like, I was kind of leaning on doing the bags, and I thought it would be fun to where I can just, reach in the bag and pull out, just keep pulling out coins, because it'll just be random. I also thought it would be cool to, like, use the bags for giveaways, because I think a bunch of the coins are nicer coins. And so it's like in my head, like, I could basically, like, just be, if I was doing like prizes or something, I could just be reaching in the bags and pulling a random coin out. So it's like part of me wants to just keep them in the bag and like figure out how to do like a giveaway thing on them. It's like I was thinking like maybe like I feel like on other shows where they do giveaways often, or like people buy to open rolls, they have things, I think some channels called them like a wallet, where basically the people would, and the wallet was basically like a package, or like how big coins could fit in like it was basically like an envelope for all your coins that you win on the show, I think it is what they were. But then people basically could win prizes while watching the show, and then it would go into their wallet. And then when the wallet was full, they would have them shipped out, and so you basically ship them out once a month. But it's like I could like do giveaways every night, and then once a month mail the items out to the people. It seemed like it would be a really good way to get a bunch of people on the show. But I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet. It's like I have a ton of coins I would totally give away. The one major problem is like shipping, and being like $3-4 a piece. And that's why, say, with the scavenger hunts, I'd be like, I was like happy to be like, hey, if you find another scavenger hunt, I can throw in something extra. Because, you know, if one person finds multiple ones, you know, it's saving me on shipping. It's like $4 to ship just like, you know, one prize. And if the prize is heavier, it's going to cost even more than that. It's amazing how much shipping costs these days. It's like, basically, if I was sending someone like a check, whew, it almost looks like an oil sheen on this one. But it kind of looks like oil on this side. I feel like I should like just kind of watch some other channels and figure out how they do giveaways. It seems like a lot of channels I honestly I watched, it looks like the giveaways, the same people win the giveaways, and it seems like a lot of the channels, the giveaways just go in a circle and the people never mail the prizes to each other. They're just like, okay, you won one of mine, I won one of yours, we cancel it out. Or like it's just the same coins being mailed from person to person, and stuff doesn't actually go to anybody watching the show. Like maybe there's ones where the giveaways actually go, but I was just like, is this fraud? What's going on this? And then it's like I feel like people watch the shows and then they're like, oh, I'll give away stuff, and then all those people jump on the show and they watch it, and people does it. Yeah, maybe. Well, I do like the way that Chuck does it. Like, it's like, you know, you could totally buy. Well, I guess it's like the thing that the thing that Chuck is selling. Not only with the coin though, it's like, you know, he's, you know, not only are you getting a nice coin, but like he's able to like, you know, if there is an error or a variety with that coin, you're getting that too, and you know, you're getting it basically verified by a professional. And I feel like that adds a lot onto what he's doing. But it's like, yeah, I feel like anybody could open up solid date rolls of like, you know, bank wrapped rolls and, you know, do up a show. I don't know if like, does anybody else do that? Like Chuck does it? Like, is that, like, I always just assumed that that was his special thing. You know, that was like kind of his unique way that he does business. Because it definitely would be interesting. Like, I feel like it's like I don't want to like go and like copy the way that someone else does, but like, you know, get an idea. But if there was like 10 shows where they open solid date rolls and, you know, people randomly got coins, it's like I would feel cool about that. But it's like I wouldn't want to like copy him. You know, and it's, I guess anybody could do it. It's not like people can't open rolls and sell them. But I just really felt like the way that he did it was unique. And like, but it also had like the extra value of like, you know, if there was something special about the coin, you were getting that too. It's like my scope rotated there on me. Yeah, and I feel like that's the thing too, is just covering the shipping. I mean, it's like I guess I could like figure out, you know, fun things to sell. Um, I know I kind of like how Big Flip, you know, it's like you buy rolls to open, and then you also get, what is it, like a big flip. Like you get like basically like a package of coins, and they're random, and some of them I feel like are worth more than others. So it's like, you know, you buy the chance to win something in the roll, but you get a guaranteed prize. I feel like that those are, you know, it seems like people like those, and I think people enjoy the show, and they like supporting the channel, and they want to see more. That one looks kind of interesting. weird. I keep seeing these ones where like things look different, and then it's like the first thing I say after is, "Oh, I want to see a different one." See if I can find the eye. Can you find the eye? Maybe that one wasn't so. I feel like just the top part was kind of accentuated. I guess it's like, I feel like if I just spent, a day, I could probably figure it out how to do it. I just don't, it's like, I feel like there's, plenty of similarities between the way everybody does stuff like that. And it's like, I just need to like figure out, see all the similarities of what works, and then figure out a way to kind of make it, do something similar, but that's my own. Because it's like, if people want to see what someone else does, and they're already established, they're just going to go there to the person who was doing it from the beginning. But at the same time, I do see a lot of just, plain kind of copying. But I don't know, I guess you could say, like, I don't know, I'm a fan of Chuck's channel. It's like, here I am looking at Lincoln Cents. That's what he does. His Lincoln Cents are oftentimes a lot nicer than mine. So if people want to look at really, really nice coins, they can look at his. And if they want to look at, some really nice coins and some like really cleaned and damaged coins, they can watch mine. But I mean, then again, at the same time, there's like, I don't know, it feels like there's like at least 1,000 people who do roll hunting shows and stuff, like, and they're all different. They're all over the place. And it's like, I feel like there's more than that. It's just YouTube is so huge that it's, really hard to, it's like I'm constantly finding channels that I've never seen before, and it looks like the people have been doing it for years, just YouTube never brought them up. And so it's like, I don't know, it would be interesting, like, maybe I don't know how to search YouTube the right way. But it feels like there should be like a master directory of all channels. But like when, say like I think my channel is under like people and blogs and stuff. But there's, everything should be broken down. There's, kind of like how there's a TV guide and there's all the channels, and you can like, there should be like a master list of channels where everything that can be broken down into different channels. There's, coin collecting, or just, like if eBay can have, if they can organize all these different items on eBay into categories, YouTube should be able to work that way. It's like, I feel like YouTube just has like 20 categories, and it's like, there's so much more. So how, if he doesn't charge, how do you get people to, is it just people donate because they like him giving away everything, or like how do you, I don't know, it's like I guess like for me it's like I don't want to just ask people for money to give other people money. It's like, I don't know, it's like, if someone wants to give me a super chat, I'm not going to say no. That's why I put it up there. I do put time and energy into things. But I don't know, it's like, I guess it's like, I've never been, Snacks was one of the original coin roll hunters. I feel like you just said Snacks' name the other day. Which channel is Snacks on? Because I don't feel like I feel like I've heard the name a couple times and I never identify him with the channel that he is. Like, because it's funny to me too. It's like, you look at some of them, and some people have been doing this for a long time. I had no idea that, you know, people were doing this and it was even a thing. I would have done this a long time ago. You know, instead I was just doing it alone. And it's way more fun, and I learn way more doing it with other people. Snacks and Paul. So this one looks like an RPM 5070, machine doubling, machine damage up there, but the serifs on this look very split to me. Top and bottom. Did we check out the eye? Snacks and Paul, the original coin. I think I just heard something. Yeah, like I didn't even know that there was coin roll hunting on YouTube until just about maybe last November. It was like I was making videos, and then I looked, you know, started to look what other people were doing, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's like a million other people, friends. Nice. Yeah, I definitely would like to make the stream better. Like I was looking at other people's today, just to look at how they, like, you know, laid out their stream. And I want to get the camera up here, because I feel like it would be way faster and I could just like leave a penny up there. Like I really like how I've seen on a couple other channels. But I feel like I'd like, I felt like I would lose, you know, it's like I could make the coins a little bit smaller and like have a border around the video. I feel like it really does kind of, you know, for lack of better words, brand a channel when, you know, there's, you know, kind of like, I can't remember what the graphic design term, like outlay. I feel like it definitely helps like with like brand recognition, or just, you know, like it makes everything, like from video to video, you know you're watching this. But I just didn't want to lose a millimeter. I wanted the coin to be the center of everything. $50 make you holler. Okay. Yeah, I've seen them before. I just haven't seen them enough to know their names. Just want to make sure. Okay, yeah. I wanted to make sure I wasn't still on the RPM for the last. I was talking so long on that one. Yeah, I feel like I need to like spend time on every aspect of the channel here, and just, you know, spend a day like making the art better, spending a day working on social media, just figuring out all the different things that will help make the channel better, because I don't know, I put a lot of time and energy into it, so it's like, why not make it better? It makes it funner for me, it'll make it funner for everybody else. I think this is the one that was like looking at the eye, and it just looked like he had, kind of looks like a scratch, but it's like, I think there is a scratch above it. Yeah, I think there's a scratch, and that's why it kind of looks accentuated up at the top. So we're about halfway through the roll here. I think that this will be the last one, because I think it'll be getting on towards midnight by the time we finish this one. We'll see. But I don't know, like some of the things, it's like I'm wanting to like try to find some nicer coins in the vault. Like it's like I know like a lot of these ones are kind of beat up, you know, they're hit or miss. Some rolls are better than others, but I feel like if we get some like, you know, really nice stuff, or if I find some stuff that's things you don't see all the time, I feel like it would be giving people more, you know, more for their time. But it's like one of the reasons that I wanted to do these ones is because these were all the coins that I, wanted to keep because I thought that there was a bunch of cool ones, and we definitely find a lot of cool coins in them. But like some of the rolls like have not been quite as good as I hoped they'd be. Yeah, I wonder, like, like what, like I've heard that Brinks will deliver to the house, and I'm also wondering if Brinks would, drop off, like if I could make a deal with a business, outside that, it would appear to be going to another place, like if I could have a drop off at another business, so that it wasn't pulling up to mine. It seems like it might be a good idea to not have a Brinks truck in front of the office. I'll definitely try to figure out how to do some improvements here because I enjoy doing this, and if I could do this for the rest of my life, I'd be a happy camper. I would definitely be a happy camper. It's like, eBay is enough to like pay the bills, and so that's pretty good there. But it's like, this is fun for me. Like this is like my preferred activity to do when I'm not working. And if it can help pay the bills a little bit, like it's like all I do is put food on the table, and that's all the money there is. Pretty much, it's like I have to just put all the money back in to buy more stuff for the eBay store so that I can have money for food the next month. And it wouldn't be that bad to be able to like do something other than buy food sometimes. So in the future, just keep on working towards it. I mean, it's like I say, like I don't know, I guess it's interesting. It's like I try to be myself instead of trying to be something, like a character or something. And it's like I say, like, oh, it's like I don't want to put all that energy into it because I'm afraid that it would just become expected, and then I wouldn't be able to like keep doing it forever. But who knows? Maybe it would be worth the time and energy if it actually, like, if people enjoyed it. Maybe that's what would be bringing something fun to the channel. I guess I just hope that just being myself would be what people wanted to see, and so that's what I've tried to do, because it feels like something easy. Being yourself is like, I don't know, it's way better. It's like an interesting line in that S. I know. I feel like what I've noticed is like some of the coins that I've done for my short PCGS videos, they seem to get a lot more, like, it's like it seems like the ones that are like the rare or like, really nice toned coins, they seem like they get a lot of views. It's like, it seems like people like to look at kind of some of the best coins, and then some just really, really pretty coins. I feel like it's like kind of like art for people, like they like to look at fine art, and coin people like to like, just kind of browse, maybe they can't buy them or afford them, but they like to look at really, really, really nice coins. And so I was like thinking like maybe for some of my PCGS videos, just buying a couple coins that I wouldn't ordinarily buy, just really nice high grade coins, just to make videos of, so that people can see beautiful coins that they wouldn't ordinarily be able to afford or see. We shall see. And it's like I'd like to, like I did order some, or I was able to win a couple varieties at auction graded by PCGS. And so hopefully those will be coming this week. It seems like mail has been really, really, really slow. And so hopefully I will have some new cool varieties that I know are varieties and are already attributed. And I'm curious to see how those ones do. You know, because if some of those are really popular to watch on YouTube, it definitely would make sense to buy more of them. The only thing that concerns me is it's really hard to get, you know, say if I try to zoom in up on a PCGS gridded coin, the plastic prevents you from that final zoom in. And so I don't know if there's a way to bypass it. Couponing? Tell me more. I was thinking about doing something where I could offer people like coupons for my eBay store, where like I could offer them a discount, or people could, you know, win a prize. A lot of the stuff in my eBay store, like I'd be willing, you know, to, like it's like I'm, you know, I put best offer on things so that I'm usually able to make deals with most stuff. But I'm curious about what your idea of couponing is. I love talking about business and different ways to do things. I just find it interesting. It's like there's so many different ways to do things in life, and then it's like I feel like when everybody finds out what thing works for them the best, it's like it's just awesome when things like all fit together. Or do I do couponing? I don't. Or like couponing, like you know, going to websites and finding coupons and printing them out, and then shopping, and basically being able to get stuff for free. I have done it before. I never really found. I found that by the time I put time into it and printed the stuff out and like drove to the stores, I found that like I felt like I was kind of losing money. But I know the feeling of when you buy like $100 of stuff and you like only paid $3 or $4 for it, like it's awesome. Just looking at his eye here, I believe there's just like a scratch above and on top of it. Yeah, the post office doesn't seem like there was rallies in the town south of me for Save the Post Office. When I went to the post office today, there was like graffiti all over the post office inside. Somebody had like taken the shipping labels, like the post office shipping labels, and like plastered them all over inside with all this like fascism stuff, and like it was just like whoa. It was pretty intense. I don't know. I'm pretty sure graffitiing a post office is like a federal offense. So hopefully they have cameras in there. It was kind of disturbing. I should probably do it more. It's funny, like stores don't have sales. Like every time I've gone to the store since the pandemic, it's like none of the stores have sales anymore. It's like crazy. Like it's, you know, not only does food cost more money, but it's like there's just no sales. I noticed like the last time, like the things that they would basically like have handmade signs and that were the same color as the sale signs but they were no longer sales. They were, it wouldn't even say special or anything on it. It just, you would look at it and you would think it was a sale because it was the same size and color, but then it was just a normal price. It was kind of funny to me because normally I would be like looking for sales or I compare prices on things. And then I was realizing, I was like, oh wow, these aren't even the sale signs anymore. But yeah, I haven't been going to any of the bigger stores. I've just been going to one store once a month, getting all, like, basically I've been doing the opposite of couponing lately. I've been going to one store and just buying a month's supply of food, and just coming right back to hermit land, just because, like, I don't know, it seems like there's more and more cases every day, and I just prefer to stick around for whatever the future holds. And I don't know, it seems like the best way to not get COVID is just to stay indoors and do things that you enjoy at home, and there's no shortage of those things that I enjoy doing at home. So I figure it's just everyone used to get on my case for being a hermit, and right now it seems socially acceptable. So besides people dying all over the world, I'm not having that bad of a time. Like, I remember when like, I used to deliver newspapers for a long time, and like, the newspapers, there would always be, like, you'd be delivering the newspapers and the ads would just be all over the place. Like, they'd give you like stacks of them to put inside all the papers, and then you would end up with like 50 extra by the time you were done delivering 1,000 papers. And so it's like I used to have so many coupons. It was crazy. Not a bad thing to have a million of. Swag bucks gives you a percentage. Yeah, I've seen things like that, like, that give you a percentage, and like, it always makes me wonder. I mean, I guess they're able to like figure out who's buying, and it helps them know how to do their business better. It's like an interesting little line there. Kind of interested at the O and God there too. I feel like I was seeing one called like Honey and stuff too, that like collects all the coupons on the internet. It didn't seem like a bad idea, I don't know if it really works. It's like I'm just like, okay, wait, what company am I giving all my buying habits and stuff to? It just kind of makes me stop and think. Yeah, and then there's that too. It's like when I go shopping, not only is there no sales, but it's like you have the list, and then there's, like, say you go in and you need bread, the whole bread section's empty. It's just, I'd say about a third of the products I used to buy are no longer available in the store, and then about a third of them are hit and miss. And so it's like it's like basically it's like you just have to kind of buy what is there, what is available. It's like in the beginning, like I bought like all this dried fruit and nuts and stuff, just figured, okay, this doesn't go bad. Because in the beginning I just didn't know, I didn't know what to expect. And so I tried to buy a bunch of stuff just in case there was no food in the store the next time, because it's like you can only buy so much fresh produce before it would go bad. So I tried to get some stuff that would be kind of healthy in case I didn't, get to buy any more food for a while. But now it does seem like there's a consistent amount of most stuff. But it seems like some stuff that I enjoyed eating, it just hasn't been available forever now. Oh, you go in through their website. Interesting. So, I mean, I buy a lot on eBay, so that would actually, what is the percentage? I guess the only one concern I'd have is giving Swag Bucks my eBay. Like, I'm sure you'd have to connect it through. But it's like I wouldn't want to give a third-party company my eBay account, like, password. It's like maybe if I had a second account. Well, it definitely looks like it would be interesting to look into. I feel like this S just got kind of dinged. It almost looked like it had some doubling on it. But I think I forgot to say something too. We're pretty much done with this roll. And so I think when we finish here, this is going to be it for tonight. But I will do a bonus stream for you guys tomorrow. The Walmart that we have up here, it's like the size of a convenience store. They wouldn't let a big Walmart into town because they were afraid it was going to take out all the smaller businesses. So they only let it have like a small. They don't even have basically anything that you'd have in a normal Walmart. They don't have. It's kind of hilarious. And actually, it might have gone out of business. I'm not sure. Basically, all the malls and everything, they've just like pretty much 2/3 of the businesses have gone out of business. It's really been kind of crazy. I haven't tried Amazon. I do have an Amazon account. For some reason, I pretty much only buy off eBay. I've never tried buying food off eBay. I'm sure there's food on it too. I'm definitely able to get everything I need. It's just, it's not, it's like when I see certain things that I enjoy, then I end up buying more of it just to make sure that I have it in the future. But I'm definitely not starving here. I'm good there. But yeah, this one was the last coin. I apologize too for not giving you guys heads up that the roll was almost over. I didn't even realize till we were like, like halfway through the roll. I think I gave you guys a warning, but for some reason it just kind of came up faster than normal. Yeah, no, I probably should check out, like my friends on the East Coast were definitely buying a lot of food on Amazon. It definitely seemed like a good place. And then they were all saying they couldn't get their favorite stuff. But I have no idea. I've never bought it. It seems like it would be great, especially if the prices are probably more competitive than the places up here. Most of the places here have monopolies. You've actually inspired me. I'll check it out, because if I can get the same food I'm buying for cheaper, that would be really smart. And I don't have a problem buying things off Amazon. I know a lot of people do. But I think I'm going to call it tonight. Thank you so much, Blue Sandy, for being here, and I appreciate all your ideas. You are a wonderful outlet of ideas, and I think I'm going to try that tonight. And thank you, Accredited Coins, for being here tonight. Thank you, Logan's Coins, for being here tonight. Let me just check. I feel like did anybody else pop in here tonight? I think it was a quieter night. And I got to check out William Voss Gaming's channel last night. Hopefully he is having a party tonight. And congratulations to him for the 4,000, hitting his 4,000 watch hours. You can order and they can mail it to you from a bigger Walmart. Nice. And that was the problem. Like every time I would like go online to check, it would say it was in stock, and every time I'd go in there, it'd be like, we don't sell that. And I'd be like, it says online. They're like, yeah, it does that. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. Like I got a weed whacker from it online, and then I was supposed to be able to get the the trim or like the stuff you feed into it, and they didn't have it. They were like, yeah, we don't have a summer section. So it was kind of hilarious. But thank you for all the good ideas, Blue Sandy. Thank you for the good ideas as well, Accredited Coins. I wish you guys wonderful nights, and I'll see you guys in the future. Take care. Be well, everybody.